Perfecto. Let's do it.
We're here. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. It's our moment. Oh, sorry, I can't. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's in my head. It's here.
I love it. I love it. Well, hello, everybody.
Welcome back to the Corky Cave. I hope you're well. I don't know, man. I'm in such a weird mood today. I don't know. Help.
Well, let's start off by we're the Corky Crime Sisters, y'all.
Ooh.
We are the podcast where two sisters actually like to hang out with each other.
It's my favorite time of the week. I love it.
We like to talk about some crazy shit.
Yeah, I have no idea what she's talking about, but her husband earlier said something about...
You just shush.
Oh my God. I heard one word.
I know. That's all you need to hear when you're talking true crime, okay?
Cooked. That's all I heard.
She gave it away. It's fine. That's it. Whole case is blown.
I don't think so, because I have no idea what got cooked, what's not cooked, what is cooked. Are we medium rare? Okay, anyway, continue.
We like to have an adult beverage or two while doing it.
Yeah, this bitch isn't drinking today with me.
I'm not drinking today. I got shit to do today, man. I got shit to do after this that I'd like to get done. Family dinner night. I had like a whole bottle of red wine to myself, which was just 2 days ago. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good today.
I got asked if I was okay to drive home, and I was like, I had like half a glass of wine.
Well, I didn't drive home, so
yeah, you walked.
Fine.
But yeah, all that reminded me of when you're like, I got shit to do today. If you guys have ever watched, we think Cat Williams is hilarious. I mean, he's not for everybody, and I get that.
He's not, but that's okay.
But when he's talking about like buying weed nowadays and how it's so potent. You mean it's called death? You mean I'm gonna hit it and die? I got shit to do today. That's all that I could think of when you said that. So,
well, and that's how I feel today, unfortunately.
Well, that really sober bitch over there is Nikki.
Yeah, I know. That disappointed bitch over there is Taylor.
I'm less disappointed in you. I'm more disappointed in this beverage. I was so excited.
Yeah, what are you drinking today, Beanie?
I had... Okay, it's Absolute Seltzers.
They're mixed drinks. I don't even know if you can call it a seltzer.
I don't know
but
what
whatever.
it is. We had it the first podcast we came back with Ed Gein, but this flavor was pineapple martini, and I was really excited to try it, but it honestly...
She's gagged every time she's taking a sip.
It tastes like when you go, and I have dentist trauma out the wazoo, but it tastes like when you get, like, they go and they, like, swab. You have, like, you got the Q-tip with, like, the pineapple gel, and then you have to, like, sit there and rub it. When I was younger, they would leave the room for like 10 minutes to let you get like kind of topically numb. And I didn't know I could spit it out or swallow it because I was afraid my throat would go numb. So I would just sit there with this mouthful of pineapple.
Yuckiness.
I have a lot that dentists and me don't mix. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I have right now. I have pineapple martini, and then hopefully when that monstrosity is over, I have mango mule.
Ooh, you might like that better.
I'm hoping. I have a lot of hope because the berry is so good that I thought it'd be fine. Honestly, you put martini after anything, and I'm pretty excited most of the time, so...
I was almost going to be like, I need a little sippy sip of this, but I don't really want it. Of that.
No, it might just be me. It might just be my sad past with my teefies.
All right, yamas.
Woo! Tell me. Oh, yep, there's the face.
Yeah, not my jam. Kay.
That's going to be the thumbnail right there.
Cool.
Ooh. What are you telling me about today?
All right, girl.
That was a yell. I don't know what I yelled at you. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to need you to calm down. I am going to regale you with the tale of the Lady Leatherface. That was a glitch in the Matrix, everybody.
Lady? Well, okay, the images that went through my head stopped my entire thought process.
Clearly.
Lady Leatherface.
Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Catherine Knight.
Okay.
And Catherine is an Aussie.
Yes, with the Aussies. Wait, Aussies. Hi guys. I hope that's not.
I hope that's not offensive.
I hope that's not offensive. However, you guys love us.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. So this one's for you guys.
We got our Spotify creators wrapped because that's how we host our podcast. And they said, yeah, that is our second most listened to country, which is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We also got like a Rising Star Award and a Marathon Award, which is like A, growth in the podcast, but B, you guys listen to our podcast all the way through 92% more than all the other shows that they host, which is insane. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Who knew? Who knew people wanted to listen to our debauchery?
Dude, we're killing it, too. We've got a backlog now.
Oh, my gosh. It's,
y'all.
Who knew?
You're not. You're
She's done. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Catherine Knight. Poor Catherine. Well, okay. So Catherine was... so she was born to like a very dysfunctional family environment, which is normally the case.
I was going
right?
to say, so like every other episode ever that we ever cover. Cool.
Yes.
Great.
And so her mother was married to somebody before her. They had 4 sons together, and then that ended because he apparently was not a nice guy. I don't know. She then met Ken, who was her father.
Okay.
Barbara was the mom. Ken is the dad. And Catherine was one of a twin. So she was a twinnie.
Cool.
Yes. The problem with this is that it was a very tumultuous relationship. Ken was a very violent alcoholic. Barbara used to claim that he would rape her up to 10 times a day.
Oh, shit.
The mom. And so because of that, the mom, I don't know why she would ever do this, but Barbara decided to start sharing intimate details of her sex life with her daughters. And she basically was just doing it so that she could expose her hatred for sex and men and all the things, right? Which, great. That makes everybody feel great, especially at a young age, right?
Yeah, she did not deserve to go through that, but I am a firm believer in not telling that to your children.
Yeah, no, you got to keep that to yourself. And as a matter of fact, like once she got older, Catherine was trying to explain to her mom, that people like her partners wanted to engage in sexual acts with her, and she didn't wish to. And her mom's advice was just to basically endure it and stop complaining.
Why would you say?
Yeah.
Why would you say that after you were the person? What? Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't know. No idea.
The fuck?
Yeah. So great, right? Such a great upbringing. Catherine also claimed that she was frequently abused by several members of her family, including her father, until she was around 11 years old. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds about right, apparently.
So...
Not for her, I'm saying... Yeah,
I
anyway.
know,
Oh, my
I
God.
know.
I'm upset by this.
I know. It makes me very upset. When she was in high school, Catherine became a loner and is remembered by classmates as a bully, mainly because being a loner and stuff and like she was like the redheaded, ugly girl. And I hate to say it that way because that's kind of how it was portrayed. But so she was bullied a lot. But because of her rough upbringing, she also wasn't going to stand for shit.
Good. Get on it. Get it, girl.
So, unfortunately, it meant that she stood up for herself, but then she also became a bully herself to younger kids and smaller kids, which is not ideal.
It's really hard. I actually feel as though I feel like bullying is actually the parents' job to negotiate, obviously.
Yeah.
I bullied a little bit myself, and I had as far as upbringings go, my upbringing was good.
I was on the other end of that. I was bullied.
I was also bullied. I was bullied heavier than I bullied. But it's hard. I don't know how much you can put on the kid for that if she's not having that parental oversight.
Well, and not only that, but you have to understand, especially at her age, when kids go through trauma that she was going through at such a young age, their brain is constantly in survival mode.
Exactly.
It's never in like rest and calm. It's constantly in survival mode. So she then took that to school and was like, I'm doing whatever I can to survive.
Everything's a threat at that point. If
Yeah,
there's anything
it doesn't
my
matter.
schooling has taught me.
Yeah, it does not matter. She did assault at least one boy at school with a weapon and was injured by a teacher who was subsequently found to have acted in self-defense. So the teacher was trying to defend. Somehow Catherine got hurt, though. But she wasn't she was not a great student. She was a great student. And she earned, awards for good behavior, but she would have these outbursts.
Okay.
So, the outbursts would outweigh... Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know. It's hard. You're setting me up again to have sympathy for somebody.
That's the hard part, right? Is had her upbringing been different, would she ultimately have been different? Because her need for that outbursts and stuff come from a need to protect herself. And it was said that her mom and her dad were both physically abusive. So, she was getting it on both ends. And then she was getting the sexual abuse. So, it just wasn't good. Wasn't good, bro.
It's that age-old thing of, nature versus nurture. And I've said that, I can't tell you how many times where it's if she had a good home environment, she may have honestly been fine.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
Nature, who knows? Yeah, exactly.
When she was 15 years old, though, she actually left school. She was like, peace out, I'm done. She could not read or write, which I feel like you should learn that before 15, but I digress. I forgot to also tell you that her father worked at, he was a butcher. He worked in a
deli, basically, or
not a deli, but a meat processing type place.
Oh, meat processing plant, kind of what they do. Yeah.
So when she left school, she started working. Originally, she was a cutter in a clothing factory before moving on to what she described as her dream job, which was to also do what her dad did, and she wanted to become
a butcher.
Remind
me the years we're talking here.
Oh, my bad.
No, I don't know if we talked about it. I'm just curious.
So she was born October 24th, 1955.
Okay, that sounds about okay. Because the jobs you were describing are not as common nowadays. That's why I was like a clothing company.
Yes. Yeah.
Clothing cutting company is not as God, triple C's and not the fun kind.
But she did very well at this whole butcher's thing.
Cool.
And so she advanced quickly. They even gave her own set of knives.
It's very Dahmer-y, is it not? When it's super into taxidermy and then
Yeah. She was so proud of this, though, that she hung the knives over her bed. And then...
Okay, I don't trust myself to hang shit up whatsoever. I'm getting stabbed in the middle of the night on accident by my own knife. That's what's going to happen. It's good. I don't use anchors. That shit's going to fall out of the wall. I grab whatever nail makes sense.
Yes. It didn't feel good, right? I don't know. People of the town where she grew up in Aberdeen, they said that she had a tendency to physically threaten anyone who argued with her, even at that age. So it's not so great, right?
But I could see where the butchering career brought her a sense of pride and worth. It's a way to connect to her dad.
Yep.
Which most kiddos, despite what their parents do to them,
they just want their acceptance and their love.
They still want their acceptance and their love. And so it's a way to connect to him. She's proud of it. It's something of a legacy, if you will, at that point. So I could see how that became an obsession for her.
Yep.
And then melted beyond the normal bounds of what should be happening.
Correct.
I could see where you're going and how we got here.
How we got here, yeah. Okay. So we're going to get to her first marriage.
Okay.
Or her marriage, I should say, my bad. It was a coworker. His name was David Kellett. And
also a butcher then.
Yes.
Okay.
So she first met him in 1973.
Oh.
He engaged in heavy drinking, which stemmed from 2 traumatic incidences from his previous railway job. So I'm not sure what happened.
So he.
Oh, wait, no, I apologize. First, when his best friend was killed in front of him, and then somebody else was struck by a train.
So he's just coping.
So he's just coping. Coping?
Coping.
I didn't even drink today.
Coping
What is going on?
You had a sip of my numbing martini.
So they eventually got married in 1974 at her request.
Okay.
They did not have a huge wedding or anything. They literally just showed up basically to like a courthouse on a motorcycle. Yeah. And apparently he was quite intoxicated. So, you know.
If he, yeah, sounds right.
Yes,
sounds
yes,
right.
Yes. You know, the funny thing that happens throughout all of her relationships is they all said the same thing, that she was actually a great wife. And in the beginning, everything was
kosher,
all fine and dandy.
Okay.
Of course, things turned pretty sour, like, pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, on their wedding night.
Oh, no. That's very fast. The marriage ended. So on their wedding night. Oh, my God, damn.
It was said that because he was intoxicated when they got married, that continued. He could not perform the way that she wanted him to.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that's where we were going.
And she was quite upset about this, right? So he passed out, and when he woke up, she was attempting to strangle him.
Oh, okay. Girlfriend, it ain't that deep. I know you wanted some. You can take care of yourself next day. You knew what you were marrying.
Apparently, she wanted intercourse more than he was able to perform. They had it 3 times, and that was not enough.
3 times that night? Or
yes.
Oh, wait.
But it was their wedding night.
Was he not able to perform all 3 times, or just that last time?
He fell asleep after 3 times, and that pissed her off. So.
I would too. Jesus, girl.
Yeah. The marriage provided to be pretty violent, of course.
It started on the wedding night. Yes, I think so.
Started on the wedding night. But you know what? Here's the thing. On your wedding night, you wake up to somebody strangling you. Your newlywed wife strangling you, and you still chose to stay. But you know, whatever. It's fine.
I don't know if he chose to stay, or he was so drunk he didn't really remember, or misinterpreted the situation.
Not sure. Either way, she fell pregnant.
I love that saying. She mysteriously fell pregnant.
She fell pregnant.
That's my favorite.
And on one occasion, they were fighting.
Okay.
Because that's just how it went.
It sounds like norm.
Yep. She was so mad at him, and her rage was so great that she decided to burn all of his clothes and then hit him on the back of the head with a frying pan.
I mean, I've been there. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's because he arrived home late from playing darts. Yeah.
Girl, we need to talk about your distress tolerance.
Yeah.
I really fully believe we could build it up a little more.
So, of course, he was fearing for his life, and he fled the house. He collapsed at a neighbor's house and was treated for a severe fractured skull from the frying pan.
God, what kind of...
Yes.
That's not funny. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing.
I know. Just a good old... Anyway, the police were going to charge her, of course, but her husband, David, said, no, don't charge her. Drop the charges. It's fine. We're good. It's ridiculous. I digress.
You have the survival instinct of a blind rat. Sir.
Right. Like, bro.
What are you doing?
Oh, my God. Okay, so in May 1976, shortly after the birth of their first daughter, Melissa, he left for another woman.
As he probably should have a while
ago. Yep. And he was unable to cope with the abuse. He said, that's it, I'm out. The next day, though, Catherine was... This part really bothers me, but okay. The next day, she was pushing her newborn baby down Main Street, and she was, like, really upset and just, like, over it and... like fuming that he left her, all the things, right?
Okay.
And as a
car was coming,
as a way to like, I guess get back at him. I'm not really sure. She took Melissa and put her on train tracks.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something along those lines, and that would get to him because of the friend.
However, somebody, thank God, saw this and was able to rescue the baby from the train tracks. So, because she just put her on the train tracks and walked away.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank God somebody saw this and went and, like, got her and everything. She also then went and stole an axe and was, like, walking around town threatening to kill people, like, swinging this axe around.
Less worried about the axe, more worried about the fact. Just kidding.
Yeah. No. She was arrested. She was arrested, though, and she was taken to St. Elmo's Hospital to be evaluated, of course. But she was allowed to leave the next day.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, and I'm not condoning any of this whatsoever. However, postpartum...
I mean, postpartum definitely was
that was part of it.
But during postpartum, I never would have wanted to set my kid on a train track.
No, but there's something called postpartum psychosis.
Well, she's clearly got something up with her anyway.
I was going to say, she already struggled, and then postpartum psychosis / depression / anxiety, depending on what happened, can cause things like this.
Yeah.
So, not an excuse, but a thought around how this may have been.
How it may have gotten worse.
I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah. Well, a few days later, Catherine got into a car with a woman that she knew from work, and she originally said, like, hey, there's something wrong with Melissa. Can you take me to the hospital to, like...
So they gave her back the kid?
Yes, bro.
Okay, that's a failure. Like,
you think?
I'm okay with her getting out. However, the kid shouldn't... Okay, it's fine.
I know. Anyway, when she got in the car with the baby, she pulled out a knife and she slashed the woman's face that she worked with and was, like, threatening her to, like... She wanted her to drive her to where David was with this new woman.
Honey.
Yeah?
He's not even that good of a man.
I know.
You can find better.
I know. Luckily, the lady was smart enough to, like, just pull into the police station, and the cops came out and they disarmed her with brooms.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
And she was once again admitted to a psychiatric hospital.
With brooms.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I just can't. Anyway, I
just want to fend someone off with a broom.
I know. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. And then, of course, once David heard of this incident, he left his girlfriend and moved back to Aberdeen with his mom so that he could support Catherine. And I'm like, where are the kid in all this? Like, why didn't you move back to, like, take care of the kid?
Nobody is actually taking Melissa into account here.
Not even a little bit.
And that's really shitty.
She was eventually released into the care of her mother-in-law, along with David. And I don't know, like, they ended up having another daughter, and their second daughter's name was Natasha, excuse me. But before she had her other daughter, when she got out of the psych hospital the second time, her mother actually, like, threatened David and was like, you're the reason she's doing this. Like, it's all your fault. And I'm like, yo, bro.
No.
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 No. Anyway. It's fine. Of course, they eventually end up breaking up, thank God. She went back to work as a butcher, but she ended up having a back injury, and so she basically was able to just live on disability pension. But obviously that was, like, another blow for her because that's one of the things she liked to do,
It's
right?
like her pride and joy. It's the only thing she actually gives a shit about is butchering.
Yeah, which is so crazy. So then comes another David. She's dating another David. Saunders this time. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Catherine, at this, she met him. He was 38 years old. A few months later, he moved her and her daughters into his old apartment. So they just were like, oh,
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. That quick, huh? She quickly, as per usual, everything started out great. She was awesome. No worries. She soon became jealous of what he did when she was not around, or so she thought, and so she threw him out.
She thought he was, like, cheating and doing stuff?
Yeah, she thought he was just being a bad guy. Mind you, he moved her into his apartment. But whatever.
Okay.
He did end up moving back in because she begged him to return. She was like, I'm so sorry. Things were shitty, but I will be a better person and come back.
Okay.
I think that's so stupid.
Okay.
But whatever. I also don't love this part either. But in one of her rages that she had, because she thought he was cheating or doing all these things, she went outside and she slit the throat of his 2-month-old puppy in front of him.
God.
For no reason.
The puppy didn't do shit.
She claimed it was because he was having an affair.
The puppy doesn't have the puppy's not having an affair. Sorry.
No, you got ultrasonic, and I agree. I hate everything about it. Like, I don't understand why. Oh, I moved you. I'm so sorry.
I have a 2-month-old kitten. I'm just thinking about how young and innocent
they are.
Same with the baby on the train tracks. I think I'm having a bigger reaction to animals, which is terrible, and I'm not trying to. That's terrible. I'm just saying, all of these people, you're taking your anger out on the wrong people, sweetie. We need to look at the men, not the babies.
Well, and again, there's no proof that he was even doing anything.
Sure.
She just got it in her head that he was being evil.
Sounds like she was very hypersexual.
I think so.
Because you said with the first husband that was a problem. And then with this, it's like, well, if he's going out and having an affair, she may be missing out on some of that sweet, sweet lovin's.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I don't think it's that sweet. I don't know why I said that. It's not a sweet, sweet lovin's.
She did, however, during this fight, besides killing the puppy, which is, oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
She also hit him unconscious with a frying pan. So we're seeing a pattern of her weapon of choice.
My friend, I'm not even going to judge you for that. Okay? What? I have questions about the frying pan.
I mean, think about it. They're heavy. Like, you look at your cast iron. Your cast iron would do some damage, bro.
I can barely lift it. I was saying my cast iron, even my stainless steel.
Yeah.
They're wild.
Anyway, in June of 1988, she gave birth to her third daughter, Sarah, which was David Saunders' daughter.
Okay.
And this prompted him to be like, okay, you've got 2 kids, which she still has custody of, Melissa and Natasha, and now we have a daughter, so let's get a house, is what he was trying to, be a good person, I guess. I don't know.
Stop procreating, people.
So, and I know, stop procreating, I just can't. Catherine apparently decorated the house throughout with animal skulls, animal skins, rusty animal traps, leather jackets, machetes, pitchforks.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
No space, including the ceilings, were left uncovered.
Oh, shit. Okay, now I see a problem with it.
Okay.
I mean, I have dead bugs, fish.
Yeah, but you're not doing
spiders.
Like rusty traps and...
I have spurs on my wall.
They're not traps.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a pitchfork.
Well, spurs are still not great, but...
You got kids, okay? all I'm going to say is you got kids and you got rusty traps lying around. It's probably not a good idea.
Tetanus was the thing, I guess.
Yeah. After an argument, again, in which she hit Saunders in the face with an iron before stabbing him in the abdomen with a pair of scissors.
Oh, Jesus.
He decided he was done and moved out.
This story keeps making me take the Lord's name in vain. I'm not trying to.
When he came back to get his stuff, he realized she had cut up all of his clothes. And
go off, Queen.
Dude, I'd be out. She stabbed him in the abdomen. Granted, it didn't need medical assistance. He did not need medical assistance, but still, the thought of even doing that. But because of this, he actually went into hiding because he was like, this bitch be crazy.
It shouldn't have taken you that long to figure that out, sure. But B, don't they say that dull knives also hurt worse?
Probably.
It like rips more.
It like rips the skin versus just like slicing through.
Yeah.
Okay,
I had a college professor that talked about he got stabbed and he was like, I've broken bones, I've dislocated things. He was like, the stabbing was one of the worst things I've ever felt in my life.
I can't. Okay.
I know.
Anyway, she of course tried to find him, but no one admitted to knowing his whereabouts because obviously they're like, this dude, like, he needs to be hidden from her because she's crazy.
Let him go. Go find another David. It'll be fine.
So he then finally comes back around several months later, which I don't know why it's taking you several months. Like, why didn't you go to the justice system and do something to get your kid away from her?
That's what I was going to say.
But whatever.
Here is my problem with this.
Again,
you went into hiding to protect yourself, but you left her with your vulnerable child after she killed a puppy right in front of you and stabbed you with scissors.
Yes.
You still left your child and cared more about your well-being. You take that child with you.
Yeah. When he returned, he found out that Catherine had gone to the police and said that she was afraid of him, and so she got like a restraining order against him.
For what?
I
am trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm ending up on the day body side.
Yeah, I hate it. All of it. Okay.
You bring me cases that piss me off. Even the last one.
You know what? My husband chose this one. I'm not going to lie to you guys. He chose this
one.
It's
like
so
this.
If it's terrible, you got to blame him, okay?
God damn.
Okay, in 1991, Catherine had moved on to a new man, this time named John Chillingworth. She became pregnant again. He was also another coworker of hers, so obviously this girl is just, recycling these men at the butcher.
Myrtle here.
And this time she gave birth to a boy named Eric. Their relationship only lasted about 3 years. And it turned out that she ended up leaving him because she was having an affair with another John, John Price. So now she did David, John.
You stabbed somebody with scissors over thinking they had an affair.
Yes.
Yet you
and then
go
she
and
had an affair. She's an upstanding citizen, I can tell you that. Let me
Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, so John Price, this poor dude, he was this poor victim was the father of 3 children. From his previous wife. He began his affair with Catherine, and like everybody knew that his marriage had ended, but he remained very close to his wife or ex-wife. They actually got along great. They took care of their kids, like they co-parented really well. The 2 older, he had 3 kids. The youngest one lived with the mom. The 2 older, the 2 older ones lived with him. So, for his ex was good. Like that whole situation was great.
Okay.
Everything was fine until he brought in this Catherine bitch. But he was aware of her violent reputation.
Okay, well, that's his own fault.
You made your bed, but I can't help you. She did move into his house in 1995.
Okay.
He straight up, he told her, yo, we're not getting married. I'm not remarrying. This house is not for you. This house is going to go to my kids. Because she wanted to be put on the deed to the house, and he was like, no, that's not happening. Like, you can live with me, but that's not happening. He, at the time, worked in a mine. Okay. And, he said, apart from their, violent arguments at first, life was a bunch of roses. Yeah, cool.
Except for that one thing that I really hate. Things are great.
They did start to fight, though, again, because he refused to marry her. The thing that I don't love here, which I think is so stupid, is she actually videotaped items that he allegedly stole from his work and sent the tape to his boss. Now, what he claimed it was stuff that like an old first aid kit and stuff like that the company had thrown out and it was in the trash, and he took it because he was like, oh, it's a first aid kit. They threw it away, but I'm going to take it. So he says that it was like stuff that they're not ever going to use again.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh no! Like look at what he's doing. He's stealing from you guys." And she did this because she was mad that he wouldn't marry her and put her on the deed to the house. So ultimately, he ended up getting fired, even though they were able to prove that the first aid kit was expired and was being thrown away and all the things.
Okay.
But he still got fired for it, which really sucked for him because he had been at that company for a while and he was making like $100,000 a year.
Why? Yeah, why? Okay. That's not helpful to you either, ma'am. You're still together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and so here's the thing is like he broke up with her after this. They did the back and forth thing. She wasn't going to move out. It was just like a whole back and forth thing. He still like kept a relationship going with her, like through all this turmoil. I don't understand it. I feel really bad for the guy, but I just don't understand it. This is where shit gets not great. So he was said to be very vigilant about going to work on time. He actually would even get there like an hour early. So once he got fired from the mining company, he moved on and he found another job right away and he would get there early. Like he would be there like an hour early. So people always knew that he would be there, right? On February 28th.
Okay.
My birthday.
Your birthday.
My birthday.
A day before Eileen Morehouse.
I know.
Except for leap year. Would you celebrate on the 1st of March or the 28th of February?
If you were the 28th, I would
or 29th.
Or yes, excuse me. I would probably do March 1st then.
Probably because it's the next day.
'Cause, yeah.
Technically. Okay.
That was always my thought, but whatever, it's fine. So they were having an argument. She was trying to stab him in the chest. Finally fed up, he kicked her out of the house. And on his way to work on the 28th, he stopped by the court because he was actually going to get a restraining order against her because she's like trying to stab him. Well, that makes sense, obviously.
Where are your kids at?
Well, and that's the thing is he wanted to keep her away from him and his kids.
Oh, thank God. He's the only one that has actually given a shit about the kids so far.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Heard.
He actually told coworkers that afternoon that if he did not show up to work the next day, it was because she fucking killed him. Like, he had that mindset.
Woo!
Yes. So they tried to be like, dude, don't go home. What are you doing then? But he was afraid that if he didn't go back, she would do something to his kids.
Oof. Yeah. I mean, yeah, at this point, she's escalating, right? So I would be afraid as well.
Yep. He did arrive home. He found that she wasn't there by herself, but had sent the kids to a sleepover at their friend's house. So she at least was like, "Okay, kids, go away." I guess. I don't know. It stresses me out.
Kids and animals when it comes to these stories always stress us out.
Yeah.
So I hear you.
So he later that night, after having had a fight and all the things, she went to dinner with her daughter, one of her oldest daughters, Natasha, who has her own family at this point.
So yeah, she's like grown.
Yeah, so she goes to dinner with Natasha and she's like, "Hey, can you watch your younger siblings?" Because she had two younger ones.
Yes.
And Natasha was like, "Yeah, not a problem. I'll keep them for the night. It's no big deal." Well, after she's done having dinner, she then goes back over to John's house, and for whatever godly reason, he let her in. I don't understand why. I don't get it. The crazy thing is that instead of being like, "Bitch, you're nuts. I'm trying to get a restraining order against you," he lets her in and they have sex.
Okay, you were thinking with the wrong head, John.
I know. That's why I was like, dude, what are you doing? You cannot do
No.
that. God, it stresses me out. Okay, anyway.
This whole story's a little stressful. I'm not going to lie. It's like on the verge of like something's always going to happen, but you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know because she's crazy and you don't know when she's going to strike.
I thrilled on myself from that.
Nice. So at 6 a.m. the next day, a neighbor became concerned that Pierce's car was still in the driveway. When he did not arrive at work, his employer sent a worker to see what was wrong. Of course, the neighbor was like, yo, bro, you are always gone before I leave. Why is your car still here?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. So both the neighbor and the worker tried knocking on his bedroom window to wake him up, thinking maybe he just fell asleep or whatever. They did alert the police. The police came down, and when they did, they saw that there was blood on the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when they broke down, they went around back, they broke down the back door, and they happened to find his body.
John, the only one that was worth it.
They also found Catherine. She was in a comatose state from taking a large number of pills.
Yeah.
She had stabbed John with a butcher's knife while he was sleeping.
Oh, Jesus.
The blood evidence appeared to show that he woke up and tried to turn on the light and was attempting to escape her attack, but she was chasing him through the house. He did manage to open the front door and get outside, but either stumbling back inside or was dragged back in by her, where he finally bled out.
God dang it.
Yes. Later, Catherine withdrew $1,000 from John's account at the ATM. I don't know why she was. I don't know if she was thinking like, "Hey, I'm going to flee," whatever. This is the part that I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh no.
Before the cops got there, several hours after she had killed him, she decided to skin him and hang the skin from a meat hook on the door.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just hanging this here for later. This is my winter coat.
Yep. She then decapitated him. She was cooking parts of his body and was serving them up with the flesh, with baked potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, beetroot, zucchini, you name it. And they were on the dinner table on the plate, and next to each plate was a name tag, like you do, like if you're having a party, for his kids. She was going to straight up feed him to his kids.
Oh, that's what? Okay, that was a lot.
Do you need a minute? You need a moment? Yeah.
Well, when you said blood evidence A, that makes sense. So they didn't find much of that body left. You said they found his body.
They found his body skinned and decapitated.
Oh no, John.
I listened to one of they did an interview with one of the cops, and he was saying that when he got there, they could see it hanging, the skin, but they didn't know what it was. And when he went to go move it, they thought it was actually just a curtain. And when he went to go move it, he realized he could feel something cold and wet, and he looked down and it was all blood.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so shocked you're telling me this case because these are the things that freak you out the most.
I know. I told you it was my husband's doing. I can't.
But then it's okay. She flee. Oh, you smacked them. So she fleed, got money, but then
came back to the scene of the crime, which is so fucking stupid, and then took pills and put herself in a comatose state.
Before
his coworker and neighbor were like, something's up. This ain't right.
I'm I can see it. I can see the table.
Yeah. His head was found in the pot with the vegetables.
She's making a nice broth. Okay. Sorry, it's not funny. I'm coping, okay?
She later arranged his body with his left arm draped over an empty bottle, alcohol bottle, and his legs crossed.
What did you say?
Alcohol bottle. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm a little thrown off. It's fine.
Yeah, because the alcohol decapitated and skinned him. Yes.
Yeah.
So, she's like, I'm going to make this look like an accident. Just wait.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought hey, let me. It was very Weekend at Bernie's staging, but without his flesh.
They're never going to know I did this.
Apparently, they took her. Like, when they found her comatose, they took her outside. The ambulance came, took her away.
Of course,
all
yeah.
the things, right?
Yeah.
People were like, fuck, we know she's crazy. What the fuck?
What else do you say?
I'm stressed out. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, she killed the poor bastard. Because he let her back in for sex.
She had to be a necrophiliac.
Well, so there were claims that she potentially got, like, when she was at her job as a butcher, she would, like, watch the whole process. Like, she would watch them, butcher them, like, literally, like, butcher them all the way through. And they said that she always acted a little weird, like, not in, like, a, oh, this is gross kind of way, like, a very intrigued. And they never said for sure that she, like, got off on it, but they were definitely like, something ain't right here. And
it's
judging
pretty quick, though. There's not a lot of gore. You'd be surprised behind this. Like, it's a bolt gun to the forehead.
No, apparently wherever they were slitting throats.
You know what? Actually, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Well, not a while, but it was not now.
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Less PETA influenced, probably.
Less pita. Okay.
Okay. Well,
oh my God, what if pita bread? So sorry. Detour, corkscrew. What if pita bread is not actually animal friendly? Wouldn't that be ironic?
Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
I mean, I know it's flour. I'm not dumb.
However,
what if okay, I'm my brain.
You've gone down a rabbit hole.
That was a non-high thought. We're fine.
Okay, cool. She initially offered to plead guilty to manslaughter. That was rejected, though. She was charged on March 2nd with murder.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's not manslaughter, my friend.
That's not manslaughter. No, that was premeditated shit, bitch.
Was it premeditated? Did they charge her for first degree?
I don't. You know what? Let's see. I forget.
First or second degree? Because, yeah, I don't know if it was premeditated necessarily based on the facts I have.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that I don't know that it was actually premeditated, but she obviously in her fits of rage. So, like, who knew? Like, he could have given her the you know what wrong, and she was like, okay, time to actually kill you.
That's kind of what I'm feeling like. I wonder if she was... did they diagnose her with things?
Borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
Possible bipolar.
I was curious. I mean, obviously bipolar is not what you see in the movies where they just flip like that, but I am saying it kind of sounds like that because things would be so good and it's almost like she'd become manic and sex obsessed.
Manic, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, borderline personality disorder with bipolar, that's not a good combo. That's not like peanut butter jelly good.
I treated a kid with histrionic personality disorder, which is, I mean, it's not borderline, but it's basically the same. It's a personality disorder, and it is such a wild ride to see what their brain and personalities go through in just a day-to-day basis with simple tasks.
Sure.
It's wild.
It's wild.
I said treated. I didn't treat him. I helped behaviorally analyze him, I guess is a better word for it. But I remember being like, yeah, you aren't well, sir.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You're not, this is not good. So of course they wanted to they charged her with murder. She said not guilty. The one thing I will say is that she straight up was like, oh, I'm going to get off on this because I'm not right in the dome. Like, she already was saying that she's going to, be free because she's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually the thing. When the trial started, they had like extra jurors because of how gruesome and graphic and everything was, that they were afraid that they were going to have to like swap them out because people weren't going to be able to deal with it, which I think is crazy as well.
Yeah.
She ended up changing her plea to guilty, which is awesome, in the fact that because of that, they did not have to go through the full trial, right? They didn't have to his family didn't have to see all of that. The jurors didn't have to see all of it. I mean, the cops did still give their account of what they saw when they went in, but they didn't have to show pictures and all of that. So I guess that was one thing she did right, I guess. I don't even know. Of course, they did an assessment of her to determine if she understood what pleading guilty meant. I mean, because she was claiming amnesia. She was saying she didn't know what happened.
Yeah, whatever. That's why you took it's fine.
Yeah. But she was actually deemed sane. Like I said, they did say that they both said that she was borderline personality disorder, but that wasn't enough for her to say amnesia and get out of that you murdered him.
Actually sounds fairly intelligent, to be fair, and especially to say take the pills and then say I don't remember, I don't know, that, and based on even butchering, I know that sounds silly, but it also takes a fair amount of wherewithal to butcher correctly,
right? And I mean, she had the experience, obviously, to
and to skin somebody enough to make it look like a curtain,
and right,
yeah.
And you decapitated him.
Yeah.
Even though she pled guilty, she still continued to deny responsibility for her actions.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up she got life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
I wonder if they have the Alfred plea there in Australia.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because that would have been, if she's saying she didn't do it, you can plead guilty under the Alfred plea. But
you can plead guilty, but you're not assuming the responsibility. You're not saying you actually did it. You're just doing it because you don't think the legal system's going to be just, basically.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to look that up. They basically were like, yeah, bitch, you ain't ever getting out.
No, she shouldn't.
She was actually the first woman in Australian history to get life without the possibility of parole for what she did.
What's wrong with us?
What do you mean?
I mean, this is not far off from now. Not that far off.
No, I mean, it was in 2001. 2001, she got life without the possibility of parole, and she was the first female in Australian history. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's why. Hold on. Pause for me. Okay. 2,000 women in the U.S.
have been.
Yes. During life sentence without parole. It increased by 43% since 2008, which is newer. However,
us bitches are tired of y'all's shit. We're tired of men's shit.
Although 6,600 have life with just life sentences.
Yeah.
Well, again, that is between 2008 and 2020. 2020. God damn it. I need a nap.
You are not well.
To 2020, there was rapid growth, but still, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. One more thing. I have facts for you. As of 2025, there are a very small number of women in Australia serving a sentence of life imprisonment.
Say that one more time.
As of 2025, there are a very small number of women in Australia serving a life sentence.
Okay. Yeah. I thought this was interesting that she was the first. I was like, wow. And that was in 2001. I mean, shit.
Honestly, whoa, Catherine Knight is the only woman in Australian history to be sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, with a never-to-be-released order.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely never to be released. Yes. Yes. I had that in my notes as well.
I'm sorry. That's just
okay. No, you're
crazy.
good. You're good. You're good. She tried to appeal her sentence, of course, and that got denied. They're like, yeah, no fucking way are you ever getting out of here. Not with the heinousness of her, which is crazy if you think about it. Maybe they're just nicer in Australia. I don't know.
That's what I was just okay, I'm sorry. I'm in a rabbit hole.
Because us ladies, or not us ladies, but people, I feel like Like, that, what she did was obviously awful.
Yeah. Yes.
But I would not say it's probably the worst thing I've ever heard. I mean, God, we just did Ed Gein, right? That's why they call her the Lady Leatherface, like with the curtain. And it's fine.
But that's what I was going to say. I'm sorry, I'm in a rabbit hole now. They only said 418 people are serving life sentences in Australia. Australia is comparable to the size of 48 U.S. states.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
they only have that many serving lives. Yeah, so I don't know what they're doing. You guys are doing something right over there, because shit.
And I think, like, if I remember correctly, our population is 330 million, and theirs is only 28 million. So,
okay. Yeah, per capita, all the things, yeah.
However, I do also believe that I think it's Australia, and if I'm wrong, fine, roast me in the comments. I don't care. But if I remember correctly, Australia has such strict gun laws and anti-gun laws. I think they have a gun ban, that they have more stabbings.
I think so.
Which would honestly lead to more people living, probably, technically.
Maybe. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's very interesting. I would be curious to continue to dive into the Australian rabbit hole.
Well, we certainly can. So she is serving out her sentence in Silverwater Women's Correctional Center.
So she's still alive.
She is still alive. She's 70 years old.
Okay.
It is reported in July of 2017 to the that she has had no record of violence in prison.
She's probably medicated
and
now
hadn't
properly.
received any prison charges, like extra charges while in prison. Well, she's in a women's facility.
Yeah, all of her stuff was against men
all
or puppies.
Against the men.
Well, she did leave her kid on the tracks. But
I mean, well, yeah, okay, so the kid on the tracks and
the puppy.
But and now this does not excuse either of them, because for both of those she should be.
She was mad at
drawn
a man.
and quartered, but they were
drawn and quartered. Do you know where that sentence where quartered came from?
Yeah, because they tie you up to quarter horses, one each of your limbs, and they go.
Blow.
Yeah.
Anyway, also I think she's probably medicated now.
She could be medicated, yeah.
And I'm not always saying medication is the only route, but I know I just have generalized anxiety and ADHD, and the quality of life I have on medication.
Yeah.
Comparatively. So.
And that is my case.
That was good. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I had not either.
Not once have I heard of that.
You have to thanks.
Thanks,
you have to thanks my husband for that one.
I will tell him thank you when I pick up my child from him.
Yeah, he came up with that one. So there you go. That was for you, Australia. Hopefully I did it okay.
I think you did great. Australia, that's, yeah. I'm going to look a little bit heavier into crime throughout the world. Because I'm curious. Like, I know we're violent here, but.
I don't even know who would be considered the most violent. What is with me? I've had one sip and I am having trouble talking.
Should have more.
God bless my life. Okay.
We literally just had, and I'm not drinks, I'm saying violence-wise, violence-wise, did you hear about the young lady in Loveland? She was at a tanning salon. She works at the tanning salon, and this dude came and started attacking her.
Yes.
And they just released, this was like 2 days ago, they just released that actually she ended up badass, obviously fighting him off, ran into a tanning booth with a customer, which I want to know if that customer was clothed, because that would suck if you're naked and there's someone attacking the door because he was trying to break the door down. However, she ended up stabbing him with his own knife.
Yeah, that's what you get, bitch. Back off.
I know.
Good for her.
Crazy shit. There's more coming out about that. But yeah.
Should we lighten the mood? Corky clippings. Okay, girl. I apologize. I'm going to have to take myself off of recording because they are all on my phone.
You're fine.
My corkiest of clippings is on my phone.
Your corkiest of clippidins?
My corkiest of clippidins today. All on my phone. Okay, first one. Raccoon.
Sorry, I don't
You just start laughing. I said raccoon.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay, continue.
Raccoon passes out in liquor store after breaking in and binge drinking.
I had that on a list of mine as well. Yes, they found him in the bathroom drunk.
Yeah, he was passed out.
Okay.
Bitch was out.
I will put a picture on our case when we upload this one because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like sprawled in the back.
He is. He's sprawled out. He's out.
Yes.
But he went on a binge, man. He went in on a bender.
You know,
it was like me on red wine the other night.
you asked for 2 bottles. I brought 2 bottles.
I know. Why did I do that? And of those 2 bottles, we have half a bottle. I have half a bottle left. And you drank 2 glasses, which could be half a bottle-ish. But I probably drank a bottle and a quarter by myself.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's not safe. Okay. Female octopuses? Octopi?
Octopi.
Female octopuses suffocate and even eat males if they bother them when they're not in the mood.
Good.
Get
As you
the
should.
fuck off of me.
Do not touch me.
It's hilarious. Look at the picture. She's like literally choking him out. We will post this picture because the octopus is literally choking the other one.
Oh my God.
You know, they actually like just punch fish for fun too. If a fish is swimming by, an octopus will just be like, bink.
Are you telling me that, like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm
Wait,
pretty sure octopuses are my new spirit animals.
they're gangster is what I'm hearing.
They are gangster. They're gangster, bro. Okay, this one, I don't know how I feel about this, but in Asia and it's become increasingly popular in Europe, Asia, and the U.S. Women are getting light up implants.
Oh, and their tits. Okay, I was really confused. Sorry, boobs. That was really misogynist. It's kind of cool. It's like a glow stick of boobies. I don't know.
It's weird. It's very Austin Powers like fembot.
You know, I think when it comes to body modifications, if you look at any of them, they are out there for the most part when it comes to like the extreme ones.
I just is this so that like men can find them in the dark? I don't understand.
Honey, I need a nightlight. You have to make your boobs glow in the dark.
Give me a nightlight. The fuck, dude.
And then you're going to touch it. I'm going to strangle you with an octopus.
Okay. I've got 2 more for you. Okay. I thought this was smart. So whoever actually did this, kudos to you. A drone drops crab legs, Old Bay, a steak, and marijuana at a South Carolina prison yard. So they ordered all of this and had a drone flown in and dropped into the prison yard for themselves.
Dude.
Who does?
I'm not even mad.
That's inventive and innovative. That's the word. I always struggle with that word.
I'm not even mad. I would let them have it at that point.
Right? Like, are you? I love it. Good job.
Good how are we gonna? Well, you know, that is the crazy part. After being in correctional facilities, they are so fucking creative. It's insane.
I mean, we were just talking about how you accidentally made strawberry hooch.
Okay, we need context. My daughter threw a bag of strawberries in the back of my car, and all of a sudden it started to smell like hooch in my car, and I was like, and I know that smell from working in correctional facilities. Never tasted it, but I was like,
You're like, what the hell? Okay. It's fine. Okay, and then my last one for you. This goes along our same lines as some of the other funny ones we've done the last couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Man claimed he teleported into stolen BMW before a 130-mile crash.
He is the anti-goat.
Yes. So the goat, the paying the man the wizard $500, he falls in line with these guys.
No shit.
He has no idea what happened, why he was he doesn't know. He just happened to teleport into it right before it crashed.
All right, Catherine Knight. I don't know what happened. I was in a comatose state. I'm just in a I'm in a Beamer now. I must have become a millionaire while I was blacked out.
These people.
I love it so much.
Yeah, that was
your quirky clip-ins.
That was my clip-ins and my case.
You did so good. That was I am now going to dive in a deep, deep rabbit hole and also look up her too, because I'd never heard of her, so I want to know more.
Honestly, I had not either. I decided last night, I was like, again, thanks to my husband, I was explaining that, like, you know, Australia listens to us the second most out of everybody. And he was like, that's so awesome. You should do a crime, which we had talked about. And so when I looked it up, she was one of the first ones that popped up. And he was like, that's the one. Because he read the part about cooking, hence the cooked.
That's all I heard this morning.
Yes.
I heard cooked and you said shut up. And I was like, oh, I'm curious now.
I was like, don't give it away. So anyway, thanks everybody for sticking with us. I hope I did the Aussies well. And hopefully by me calling you that, it's a term of endearment for us. It is not a bad thing at all. So hopefully it's not to you guys either. But
let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Find us everywhere. Apple, Spotify. Yep. We have video on Spotify, and then we also have video on YouTube. Working on the quality. We're just gonna keep getting better. But Quirky Crime Sisters, CORKY, everywhere. Leave us reviews, leave us comments,
like all the things.
Find us. Come
Let
hang
us
out.
know what you wanna hear.
Yeah, what do you want to hear? Tell us, please. We're having so much fun doing this, and I'm hoping we're getting enough of a backlog. We might be able to start doing weekly, possibly, if we're doing two.
Yeah,
because we're
we don't
want to
get we don't want to get too ambitious, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, so we will see. But I guess on that note,
all right,
we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.